do you think from an evolutionary perspective, right? Because I often think of this too, like, is this a design flaw in how we, and we can get into a whole spiritual, how we were designed, but let's put that aside for a second. Just as we've evolved as humans, as animals, why do we have this thing that seems to be so inefficient and broken? Is it that we've evolved past the point of its use? Is it a flaw in the design of how our minds are developed, or is it something that actually is net positive and good? It just, everything has a little bit of a shadow side.
It's exciting. Like once you actually understand how the subconscious mind works, and I think this is almost like a challenge thrown out there going,
Mm,
okay, I wonder if you can figure this out.
mm,
Okay, you're born and your game, the whole idea is to figure it out. Once
mm,
you figure it out, it's almost like your mind creates an obstacle course for this beautiful energy. Like, you're talking about spirituality, this
mm-hmm.
massive energy that we're powered with, that all humans are powered with. It's like you can either have a fabulous, fabulous life and just live your life to the max, or you can sort of be restrictive. And all that will depend on how your mind got coded. The
Mm-hmm.
great thing about it is your conscious mind is very, very clever. And it's the minute you can actually work out how to direct the subconscious mind, you can actually direct it, you can change it the way you want it. It's no different to a computer, even though it's super complex,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually easily changeable. And you can just simply upgrade it. It's literally like, we have your mobile phone, that gets updated regularly. Okay, we just don't update our subconscious mind, but you can. If you understand how, you just simply upgrade your subconscious mind to, so it's actually on board with your
With
ideas,
what
with
you
your
want it to do.
conscious mind is the only one that's got free choice.
Well, so
Um,
so so back to it, is the thought that, so for most animals, maybe all animals, whatever they code in those first 7 years, that's good, that's functional, because their world isn't really going to change much. If being afraid of a lion is what you learned as a cub, that still holds, and that's all good. So is it unique to humans, this fact that our subconscious mind can start to work against us? Is that a uniquely human thing because our world is so complex and nuanced versus most living beings? It's not, do you think?
Yeah, look, I think that the difference between us and animals is they have the subconscious mind, that's it. We have a
Only, right,
conscious mind.
right.
We actually, we're conscious, like, for a plant or for a
Mhm.
dog, they just live in the now. They don't have to think about past or future. Okay. Our mind, because it's got conscious mind and you get free choice, what we think is a free choice, it allows us to, think about the future or think about the past. Okay, and this is where the problem starts. So it's, as an evolutionary, animal, we are so much more advanced, but often because we don't realize that we can control our subconscious mind, we sort of live our life in a very, very limited, I sometimes look at people and it's like looking at a robot. You're just doing the same thing, same thing, same thing, and you're tiptoeing through life hoping to safely make it to death,
Mm.
which is, just terrible.
Yeah,
But
sad.
once you actually set yourself free from this restrictive mind, you're able to achieve anything you
The
want.
opportunities are open. So to sum
Yeah.
it up, so the subconscious mind is coded through those first 7 years. That is, it doesn't have to be a bad thing, but it often ends up, because I guess that's the question of what I'm wondering is, like, would we be better off if we didn't have the conscious, if we weren't aware, right? If we were just like an animal, if we were just subconscious mind, would we be better? Like, is it a gift or a curse, the fact that we can be aware of the fact that, like, shit, we got the, even if you eventually realize it, like, the coding is off, this is causing me discomfort, versus just going with it and not questioning it at all? I mean, obviously your value says freedom, so you believe, yes, no, it's a good thing that we have the ability to recognize it. I guess I'm just pressing on that a little bit. And the reason you believe that is because it opens up all these opportunities. We would not be better off if we were just stuck in our subconscious. We would be worse off. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess you've answered your own question,
Yeah.
but yes.
Yeah. And I guess it makes sense. I like to think of things through the first principle, because, like, my natural inclination is to say, like, I agree with everything you're saying. I think, why is it designed that way then, though? Why is it? And I guess back to what you said, there's probably function in, for, I'll make up the number, 90% of the things that are coded into our subconscious mind are probably useful and functional for us. And you could correct me on the percentage you think, but there's probably a 10% piece, like you said, which is, whatever it is, fear of failure, I'm not good enough, whatever the insecurities are, the limiting beliefs, it's that 10% that end up hurting us. So it's not like we need to erase all of the code that we developed during those first 7 years. It's just identifying those things that are what? Like, what are the things that you would qualify that say those are the things we need to become free of? Is it those limiting beliefs? Is it just that? Because some of those might be functional. Like, it might be functional for us to say, I shouldn't, sell my house and leave my family and start this business on a whim. Like, how do you delineate what's actually the right things to recode?